Last month, the House of Representatives voted on a resolution to end U.S. military involvement in the conflict in Yemen. This is a war that's taken tens of thousands of lives and led to one of the worst humanitarian crises on the planet. 2/3 of that country is now food insecure. Children are dying of starvation. At the last minute, Republicans moved to tack language condemning anti-Semitism onto the resolution. It was an odd maneuver, since most Republicans were going to vote against the final bill anyway. Nevertheless, because of their clear opposition to anti-Semitism, every Democrat voted to include the language. And shortly after, the bill to end the war in Yemen and condemn anti-Semitism passed the House, with nearly every Republican voting against it. Opponents of the war were hopeful it would clear the Senate too, but it never came up for a vote in the Senate. Why? It turns out Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has the power to send bills containing non-germane language back to the House. And condemnations of anti-Semitism are non-germane to ending the war in Yemen. In other words, Republicans exploited concern for the rising bigotry and violence against Jews to stall a bill that would help put an end to the violence happening in Yemen. And they're planning to do it again. They're reportedly going to call votes to include the exact same language in the Yemen bill the next time it comes up. If Democrats vote to include that non-germane language, the bill will be stalled. If they vote against it, Republicans will say, "See, the Democrats aren't serious about opposing anti-Semitism."
They become an anti-Jewish party.
By using Jewish Americans as pawns to prolong the war in Yemen, Republicans are demonstrating that they, in fact, don't take anti-Semitism seriously. They see it as a political weapon, not a problem to be solved. Their weaponization of anti-Semitism against Democrats is doing harm to the Jewish community, to sincere efforts to combat religious and ethnic hatred in this country, and, in this case, to hopes of bringing the Yemeni civil war to a close. It needs to stop.